Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I am working in my December daily album number 2, and I am documenting story number 19. So for story number 18 we documented my December reads. So for story 19 I wanted to have a dual flip up situation. So on story number 19, I am going to be documenting all of the movies, all of the Christmas movies that I have watched during the month of December. So I'm going to go ahead and pop this foundation page out. And set my binder aside. So originally I had planned to do just like a whole planning sesh for the rest of my pages, but that's just not really how things have been working out for me. So I'm just gonna kind of jump right into it and go ahead and just start working on my spreads, because I've been kind of stalling getting back into it after the actual holiday has passed, because I'm like, oh no, I need to plan everything first, and I've just been not able to get a chance to plan everything. So instead of continuing to put it off, I'm just going to jump right in and continue on with my project. So I've got little printouts of the movies that I watched this month. I actually printed these ones on sticker paper, so I will be able to just stick them right down to my cardstock. And then hopefully I won't run into any issues. And I'm also not doing it on the fold, so I shouldn't have any issues with the fold anyways. So this is a foundation page that I had set up because I wanted to kind of figure out where I would need my fold to be placed. And I have this card in here that has room for journaling. I will say I'm probably not going to have any journaling actually in my spreads or in my videos for probably the rest of my project, unless it's actually included in like whatever I'm printing, just because that's also something I get pretty hung up on. So I will probably just take a full day, maybe not a full day, but I'll probably just take some time after I'm done with all of my pages and just go back and then reflect on things, especially things like the movies I watched and the books that I read that don't really have that much depth to them. Things that have a lot of depth, I've probably got notes in my phone about. I just need to actually write everything out. So like I said, I probably won't have any of that actually in my videos going forward, but they should be in my final flip through of my album once everything's done. So anyways, I've got a little bundle of embellishments that I want to kind of add to this little flip right here. So it kind of looks like that. And then I'll get all of my stuff adhered down and do a little bit of stamping for my currently watching. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. I'm going to use this little die cut that says "No Place Like Home," but I feel like the corners are a little bit much, so I'm going to just round those off on the parts that will be showing. So I will have this kind of going off the page a little bit. so this is going to be my cover. And then I'm going to add a little tab to this as well. I went ahead and I put a black tab on the other side, so I will probably stick with that here and do another black one. And I'm going to do Jolly, I think. But I'm also going to put it down towards the bottom because I put it pretty close to the top on the other one. So I want them to be a little bit opposite. So we're pretty much done with the outside here. So I'm going to go ahead and start working on my inside. Sorry about that. I'm going to follow the same method that I used with the number on story number 18, where I used my Currently stamp set from Everyday Explorer. I used the Currently Reading on that one, so I'm going to use the Currently Watching on this spread. And I think I'm going to put it right here because on my spread 18 it was down towards the bottom, so I'm just kind of trying to make it a little bit opposite. And I'm going to actually stamp my stamp first and place my numbers around it. Okay, and then really the last thing that I'm going to need to do is go ahead and get all of my movies placed down. So I've got a couple in here that I didn't really care for too much, and that's fine. I'm still going to put them on, but what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use those ones on these two edges, or maybe these two edges. Some of the two edges, and they're going to be cut off a little bit. This particular one, I'm just going to cut the movie poster kind of in half because I don't want to just see a picture of a bunch of random faces and have no idea what it is. So I want the movie title to actually be included. So I'm just going to chop off a little bit at the top and then place it so that just the bottom portion that doesn't really have anything on it is going to be hanging off the edge. So I think I might have watched a couple of more movies. I'm not 100% positive, but when I was filling this out or finding the images to print this out, these were all that I could think of. So I watched A California Christmas, Christmas with You, Scrooge, A Christmas Carol, The Noel Diary, Falling for Christmas, and then Christmas on Mistletoe Farm. So if I can think of any of the other movies that I watched, I might print those out and put them just trimmed off a bit on these two pieces. I might check and see if I've got any stamps that I can use to stamp in these full squares too. I do have this stamp set from Paper Person Shop, the All's Bright version 2, and there's one that specifically says movies. So I think I will use that one and probably maybe stamp it right here. And then this stamp set from Studio Calico was the stamp subscription from December. And I think I might use it to stamp some stars next to each movie to kind of, you know, rate them. Then I think I'll just put this puffy sticker right in the center. And like I said, I'll add my journaling after the fact. But here we go. These are going to be the movies I've watched in December of 2022. So let's go ahead and get this back in my album. So we've got story 18, which is the books that I've read this month, and then story 19, which will be my movies. All right, that is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for joining me, and have a great rest of your day. Bye.